to show you another granny square. Let's do this! To begin with, make a slip knot. And now chain 3. Then join together the chain into a ring by making a slip knot in the first stitch on the chain. We're going to be working around the stitches for the entire thing here. Now chain 3, and this is going to be instead of 1 double crochet. So the pattern really is 3 double crochet to begin with, but because we made the chain 3, we're only going to do 2. So that is the first cluster here, and now chain 3, and then do 3 double crochet into the ring, meaning another cluster. And now chain 3. And then do another cluster of 3 double crochet. Because this will be a square, we're going to start with 4 clusters, which means that we have 4 chains in between. Where the clusters are, we're going to have the side of our square, and where the chains are, where the chains are, we're going to have the edges of the square. So here we are. That was 4. And now we just need the remaining corner. And then slip stitch back into the third chain on the beginning chain, or the beginning faux double crochet. Now chain 3 and turn. Into the chain space, you're going to do a cluster, meaning 3 double crochet, but really we already have the first double crochet, so we'll only do 2. Then chain 3. And do 3 double crochet on the other side of this corner. Now, this really is the entire pattern. Every time you get to a cluster, like I am right now, we want to skip it. And we are skipping it by doing a chain 3. So chain 3 and skip the 3 double crochet on the previous round and go into the next chain space. In a chain space, you're always going to do 3 double crochet. And in every corner, like I'm at a corner right now, you're going to do a cluster, and then chain 3, and then another cluster of 3 double crochet. So when we get to the next, of course, on this round, we're just going to do the same in all of the corners, but when we get to the next round, there is going to be a cluster that is not on a corner, and what we're going to do is just skip it. And there is going to be a chain which is not a corner, and in that we're just going to do a 3 double crochet. Oh, sorry, I managed to get tangled up in another ball of yarn, but I think I've taken care of it now. So this, of course, is a an extremely easy pattern, but I think it is because it has this very cool way, or I should say the way that it's been written is very cool. It's obviously not my pattern. This is basically how you do granny squares. This was the only granny square I knew existed for a very long time. And I really like the fact that it's just the same. You do the same all the way around. You can do it for as long as you want. You could basically continue this and it would be a giant blanket or a shawl. You could go on to the point where you don't want to go on anymore. I want to end the blanket or whatever you're trying to make. And I think that is super cool. It really has a I don't even know what to call it. The idea behind it is strong, and I really like that. It's and the strength of the idea really is that it will lie flat no matter what you do. You can just keep on working on it until it has the size that you want. And I don't think that every pattern necessarily should be like this, but I really appreciate it when I come across patterns that are, because it really gives you the freedom. I hope I'm explaining it correctly, because I get really excited about patterns that are simple but powerful. So basically the pattern is just go around, 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, chain 3, forever and ever until you have whatever you want, or until you don't want it to be bigger. This is the finished thing. I made a giant error in one of my corners, so I'll show you what happens if you just do a chain 3 in each corner. It looks like this. It's not a huge mistake. I will go back and fix it, but really it didn't mess it up too much. See, now you can't see it at all. It's all gone. But really, when you're done with it, it will be very round, and you should go in and just tuck on the corners and they will become square. Unless you have corners like this one, which will never... It's just not going to look right. But again, I don't really think it's that much of an issue. It's just, yeah, it would be if I continued working in it. Here I just have one that is worked in a 5mm hook, and I just wanted to show you that you don't need to change anything in order to go up or down hook size. You just need yarn that is appropriate for your hook, and then you can do whatever you want. You don't need another pattern that is specific to that hook. You just need to do exactly the same and you will get a result. Obviously this is different from the other. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you again next Friday.